One of the greatest warnings in the Old Testament is man went south and crazy every time he did what was right in his own eyes. You may not ever think that your own eyes will know what is right. And tonight, we're covering the most powerful things that are right. Does that make sense?
Yes. Amen.
And then it goes on to say, in verse 14 of chapter 19, you must not curse the dumb, nor put an obstacle in the blind man's way, but you must fear your God. I am Yahweh. You must not be guilty of unjust verdicts. You must neither be partial to the little man, nor overawed by the great. You must pass judgment on your neighbor according to justice. You must not slander your own people, and you must not jeopardize your neighbor's life. I am Yahweh. You may not bear hatred for your brother in your heart. You must openly tell him, your neighbor, of his offense. This way you will not take a sin upon yourself. You must not exact vengeance, nor must you bear a grudge against the children of your people. You must love your neighbor as yourself. I am Yahweh. And the Christian, who is my neighbor, much bigger than a national community. In terms of Judaism, when they go to the synagogue, they pay an annual fee. And the rest of the money is only given in terms if they have special offerings for needs, but you never take your money to the synagogue and put it in an offering plate. They don't take an offering. You are to be making offerings to the needs in this world. Thus, most of the hospitals, most of the libraries, most of the universities were built by Jewish people. Their offerings went into the needs of their fellow man. Right or wrong, I don't know that we're taught to make offerings in a bigger sense of the word. But it is the purpose of God for us to know. Well, we're coming around the bend. Yes.
I'll snuggle up real close and talk into your microphone. So holiness. Not only is the fifth commandment the only one with a promise, but the fourth commandment, if you look closely, is the only one that uses the word holy. So the Sabbath is holy, and parents' respect gives you promise.
Chapter 24 of Leviticus, verse 1. Yahweh spoke to Moses, he said, order the sons of Israel to bring you pure olive oil for the lampstand, and keep a flame burning there continually. Outside the veil of testimony in the tent of meeting, Aaron is to see to this flame. It shall burn there before Yahweh from evening to morning continually. This is a perpetual law for your descendants. Aaron is to see to the lamps on the pure lampstand before Yahweh continually. Now, if you went into any synagogue in the world, there is a perpetual light burning. It is never to go out. So when Jesus said, you are the light of the world, you are the perpetual light of God's world. And if your light goes out and it turns to darkness, then it's going to really be serious for the needs of others. chapter 25, verse 23. Land must not be sold in perpetuity, for the land belongs to me. And to me, you are only strangers and guests in the land. That's very strong, because most people consider the Jews have the land and it belongs to them. But I believe it is a very strong admonition that the land belongs to God and God alone, and they are strangers and guests in that land. I'm sure you could find other scriptures that say other things, but we start with Leviticus, and Leviticus is the foundation of all that followed. It talks in the last part of chapter 26 about blessings and curses. I think one of the things that happens is we don't know what to do with children. We will give them a blessing, but then what do we do? Are curses things that make people more well, or does encouragement make people more well? I don't mean enabling. I don't mean giving them something they should not have. But what makes them more well? So there's kind of this dividing line. I'm going to curse those, I'm going to bless those. But there's a bigger picture here, because Jesus said, love your enemy. Pray for those who persecute you. Don't curse them. Jesus broke the cursing law. Now, he did curse the fig tree and destroyed it because it didn't bear fruit. But if you studied what he did with Judas, did he curse Judas?
No.
Did he curse the high priest? No.
Not the Romans.
All right. So what did you learn tonight that is life-changing for you? You got this microphone here for those in back. We'll start in back first. Come, Kim.
I learned that we're all
Oh,
holy.
Kim, just a minute. Come forward. You kind of handle this microphone and then give it off to people who's come up.
I was going to say what he said.
I don't think it's on.
I was going to say what he said. What stuck with me the most is not to criticize or to judge, but to say, did you know that you're holy? I hope I never forget that.
That strongly or that directly.
That power of forgiveness in that.
Right. All right, who's next? Come on up, Jane. Grab the microphone from her.
I just want to give a little testimony to. I was at David's Williams this week, or actually I was at Robert's house, and it's a service. And a woman came up to me, and she actually spoke 3 words: holy, holy, holy. And I think I almost fell over because I got it. And just that is the word that's really hitting me too, is that it doesn't matter who you are, where you come from. God created you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.